Right, okay. So I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. Um, I'm a massive Aliens fan. Now, Romulus is coming, and it's looking fantastic. And I think they're going to fill in some serious gaps. I've just watched Aliens, and there's things in Aliens that make sense and don't make sense. But I think I've kind of, I think I've unboxed it. Now, Bishop, for a start, why did Bishop not override Burke's decision? He's Wayland's product. So why is he the good guy in the end? It doesn't make sense. He should have had a protocol, surely, an override, even if he was a good guy initially. But they made him out to be the bad guy, which was Cameron's intent, right? Now, you're made to think that he's the bad guy, but he ends up to be the good guy. But you'd think Wayland would have chucked in an override into his brain that made sure after Burke's death that they got the xenomorphs back, right? My second thing is on LV-52, is it? I'm not too sure because I'm not that clued up. I kind of know my stuff. The ship is already there. It's got a shitload of fucking eggs already there, right? So the colonists, excuse my French, I'm a bit doolally, so you just have to like bear with me. The colonists, when they found the ship, those eggs were fucking dormant for a long time. But in the James Cameron's director's cut, they find them, or he finds them, and it's a big deal because he thinks he's going to make loads of money out of it. Now, my theory here is that Wayland went in, and this is what Romulus is going to be about. Wayland went in, extracted the eggs, took them to the Romulus and the other station, which I can't remember the name of, and then experimented on their eggs. Now, the problem here we have is how come when Newt's parents go to find the ship, they get he gets a face hugger. That means that Wayland came in, extracted a certain amount of eggs, and then left just a few to then. I think my assumption is basically they were doing their own research. They figured they'd leave a couple of eggs behind, maybe 100 eggs behind, and see what happens. And I think what happened is that basically um, they left the eggs there so that, like I say, they would see what happens. And what happens is the queen is produced somehow because the hive is already there. They're on a space station without the xenomorphs doing what they're doing unless they're experimenting on prisoners, which I saw actually. I read about a thing about like they were going to do a Riddick. If Sigourney Weaver wasn't going to come back for Aliens, I don't know if it was fan based or what, but there was an idea where Riddick was going to be used and he's in prison and they're using prisoners as experimentation to take the xenomorph face huggers and being experimented on. Now, I think what happens is basically, and I'll cut it short now because I'm kind of done, is that basically the excuse me, because I'm not all there. I'm a bit doolally. Um, Basically, the mother alien came from the eggs that were left. Wayland came in, took a bunch of eggs, took them to the Romulus station, left a few just to see what would happen. And what happened is a hive was created and the queen was produced. My reckoning on Bishop still doesn't make sense because Burke dies. They want they want these things, but they have already got them at this stage. So why was Burke the good guy at the end? Bishop. Why was Bishop the good guy at the end? That doesn't really make sense, but maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't really figured that one out yet. Maybe they felt that they had enough, and maybe they had a good heart and they were trying to save their fucking team that went in. But Wayland are a fucking bunch of complete cunts, so I don't know. So I kind of leave that up to you. That's my theory. It's just my thinking right now. Um, hey, I'm new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Take care, guys. Hope everybody sees this. It's just